Welcome to your transit forecast report. This is the Peace Dealer, and I hope you get the utmost of quality from this report. Right off the bat, we see your rising is in Aries with your moon giving you lightly the High Priestess archetype, given that you embody with the AC elements of the moon. Normally we want to see the moon past the AC, but within proximity, it still counts this embodiment of the understanding of your originality and the rawness with which you express and understand yourself expresses itself altruistically relative to your awareness of the intelligent actions you take in the seventh house with other people. So this is a very classic balance where you, like Cardi B, like T.I., like Kamala Harris, which may not be the most popular example, but still I think represents the original class, the original balance, original artistry, the original artist. And you're destined for greatness here. I have MC and North Node in Aquarius. MC and North Node together means you're destined for success. And in Capricorn, it means you're destined for greatness. Your legacy is to be great. MC in Capricorn is like having, being the CEO of Starbucks versus MC and Aries being the owner of Tricia's coffee shop. So your legacy is collective and universal relative to the integrity and the responsibility that is necessary in order to maintain positions of authority. Saturn within a 30-degree angle also kind of gives you great authority you're meant to achieve. Saturn in this position means that, as if you were to case study everyone with this, people who have this position usually reach the heights of authority, and the collective responsibility with Pluto on here. Now I'm bringing the transit talk. Pluto is awakening this facet of karma, and your spirit is making a 240-degree Sagittarius angle to Pluto. Or we could say Pluto's making a Leo signature to your sun as well, which relative to 2008 up until this point that was squaring your Libra sun, having you break through how powerfully you deal with others and interpersonally relate with others and your awareness of their habits, and how specifically you're breaking through and integrating more success, more of your reputation, more comfort around how it is you exalt and put yourself out there in the world. Now, of course, over the next 20 years with the trine, this is going to strengthen the community and the awakening of the, of course, quality of belonging, the friends, the resources and associates from career that will now, of course, open up the seventh house of how balanced you polish relationships with other people, and now where it is they can begin to, at a much more intense and advanced level, connect with you. So that really covers the 11th. We wanted to bring insight to the 10th. You have a very powerful 10th house. Your legacy is supernaturally touched with Uranus and Neptune. MC on Uranus and Neptune will really denote that the legacy you accomplish is going to be very unconventional and, dare I say, spiritual, but let's say supernatural instead. This doesn't have to even be working in the psychic arts field. Like, an engineer who has this is going to bring innovative solutions that transcend the way people look at the craft. If you think about our year 91, this was the decade where we've seen technological advancement to where people can work from home and work off their smartphones. So this is what we represent. And with the queen goddess Juno here, this adds a lot of rulership to your destiny. So I didn't really say that because 2028, 2029, you're going to have this crucial nodal return. And we've already had our Saturn return. So by the time Saturn makes it 0 degrees Aries, you will start the 60-degree blossoming, which you'll feel. That's going to be 2025. All right. Like post February, March 2025 before it retrogrades back. So right now we're in Virgo season. We're in Leo season. So we're going to talk about Leo, Virgo, and Libra. This is going to finish the integration portion. Every March you activate your rising, but as a Libra sun, activation comes for you the very beginning of fall. And that's going to activate the 0 degree conjunction of sun to sun versus the 180 degree conjunction where when you debut, you're harvesting your spirit power that you activated in October. So this gives you the best of both worlds, where you are like the people's artist. You are the original artist, as, you know, a prototype, as the warrior personality, or the warrior, you know, artist, the warrior, of justice. So with that being said, now that we're getting ready to activate this new moon in the 5th, Venus, which retrograded here last year and reevaluated how much more creatively you can tap into your heart, is activating this polished point of your inner child, taking what you activated and unlocked in the eclipse in April to really unlock your original identity, updated to this period relative to the last 10, 20 years. And now you are, during this period, charging and integrating socially how we take what you took, your individual identity, values, thoughts, and feelings, and now you're on stage unlocking talents, especially with this healing aspect. 1990, we have this in Chiron. You guys have this in Leo. And the opposite Saturn, whereas we had it opposite Capricorn, represents like performing on stage with a very cold, detached audience and not allowing your courage to falter because of a lack of crowd participation, amongst other things, but also strengthening your mind and wit to have both intellect and passion. This is going to, through the new moon, activate new talents, new creative projects and abilities, and prepare for romance or formating partnerships with people who share in your hobbies. And this is where, after this Leo activation, one, the square of Uranus to the 2nd is going to innovate relative to May, where you activated with Jupiter, Uranus, and Venus, the bag, which, hold on, let's pause real quick. You're getting rich this year. Forget every other year up until now. This is the year you had Uranus, Jupiter, and Venus conjunct in Taurus. So this is activating a very wealthy cycle that now in Leo will start to integrate, and it will begin to harvest in November. Then by February, you'll know the complete value of what you've activated. This is innovative. This is individual. This is your money. The North Node in Taurus last year unlocked purity of investment and trust for people who wanted to invest in what you're bringing up. And now that the investments are here, you're activating it and you're unlocking the brand of it, who you are through it, how much more valuable you'll feel. So now Leo is you on stage presenting your value through your creativity. And this is what's going to open up great potential for wealth, especially when we're harvesting the 11th house to 5th house, how much more talented and courageous you really present to this awakening collective. So once you really activate this, and the sextile with Jupiter takes this evolving quality of your mindset you're taking action off on, and it projects this on stage, boom, we step into Virgo. Mercury is on your Jupiter right now, really analyzing in its preparation to retrograde soon, the details around how specifically you integrate all these facets of your individuality and create behavioral patterns. Of course, S-class, you have Mercury and Libra behind the sun. So you have an exalted processing unit that can analyze information in a single bound. It's actually a superpower. Like, you're able to analyze data and details considerably quicker than most of us. I know, like with me, I don't have Mercury and Virgo, I have Mercury and Taurus. So I process information more groundedly, but more slow. You're able to maintain that speed and really now uncover how, patterns are formed, how people behave. And now you're taking talents you've activated with the new moon in Leo, and you're going to perfect them as you do every year. But relative to this year, in March, you activated the cycle to release 30 years of Saturn transiting and traveling through your rising. You were about like 2 or 3 the last time Saturn was here. So this is taking 30 years worth of unconscious habits and beliefs that are outdated, that no longer rely on who you are. And you're updating the integrity of these unconscious habits, of this hidden facet of yourself, by taking these beliefs about who you are and now forming behavioral patterns. Let's go back to June. June was where the beliefs you activated relative to this year broke through the ground in mindsets that support the beliefs. Now you're going to develop habits which support the mindset and align with these beliefs, leading to December, where now you will see your philosophical approach Interpret the meaning of these habits by showing you what your beliefs mean. And then we're going to do it all again. So with that being said, this Virgo season is very crucial because the opposition to Saturn is what's going to really affect causality and imagineer supernatural techniques that allow you to analyze real time the data between what you imagined and believed and what happened in the moment, what you kind of did metaphysically and immaterially, or what happened, and how you're able to account for that for real. The awareness, the Mercury return, it's going to really bring all the details out clear. Virgo season, I think, is one of the most important seasons. And because this is also going to activate behavioral patterns, routines, and lifestyle regimens relative to these new talents and this upgrade in how much more creative you are, you're going to be integrating new patterns that take in this creativity to make your lifestyle more creative, perfect these talents. And through the new moon and the full moon, this will help you understand what about your beliefs are shifting, not only in order to account for this, but the square to Jupiter and Gemini is going to also take recently evolved mindsets and figure out how to integrate them into your day-to-day routine. Ideas, abilities becoming techniques and habits. All right. So this is very crucial. Everything you've unlocked since March and April is going to all be put together, all integrated together. And as a Libra sun, this is also, you're going to be aware of this lifestyle integration relative to the habits you're unconsciously releasing, hence the best of both worlds. So you're going to be aware of this socially with others by now really seeing real time how certain habits that used to work for you before, in light of evolution, you can release, you can adjust, you can change. And now once we kind of finish that, the Uranus trine, especially, which is going to draw forth this very, unconventional and innovative quality of one, how powerfully you manifest, the quality of how you can snap your fingers and you facilitate this. This is going to put together how specifically you build a lifestyle relative to this evolved quality. All right. And that, of course, is going to begin to direct how you take this perspective and now apply it towards the direction you're destined to go, while it's square your sun and rising rather, and putting yourself in a position to shift train tracks so that the destiny you're meant to achieve with the legacy aligns with who you're meant to be right now. All right. And that's everything that once we integrate, we now present in our partnerships towards other people. We step into that final eclipse and we unlock how it is you present the integration of your identity to habits to influence partnerships. Obviously, changes in your lifestyle are immediately going to reflect in how specifically you engage and interpersonally relate with other people. One, which is your strength, because that's what you were born being aware of in the original quality with the Aries moon. So this is definitely going to mark very rapid acceleration from March to October. And relative to October of 2023 versus now, I think you're going to really experience marked difference. And this is going to complete what started October 2023 and then harvested March of 2024. And now we're coming back around to conclude. That represents a train track shifting in who it is you're connecting with and how much more originally and authentically you reposition yourself and go back since October 23 to integrate the evolution of new mindsets and form more relevant partnerships. So that's what's going to really present these receipts and shift considerably who you trust, who you partner with, who you really apply this mastery as well of your lifestyle with. Because by the time we do this next year, now the North Node is in Pisces. We're unlocking these habits and beliefs and we're stepping into the new world order. And the world as we know it has kind of been flushed down this cosmic drain as we get ready to begin collectively this new cycle, which will require all the individuals to step forward and prepare for Saturn to leave Pisces and begin a sextile your Saturn Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Definitely looking forward to your feedback. I think you have a lot more to look forward to now that we're coming into the latter half of the year, and this should be very exciting. You stay blessed, and until next time, peace.